powerful things about the work of God in our lives is that when you and I are in sync with Jesus, when we are meeting daily with Him and drawing our strength from Him, is that even in a world where there's an evil one that wants to kill, steal, and destroy, even when there are people that want to rob us of our joy or put down our dreams or aspirations, you and I can navigate that by recognizing, even in the midst of that kind of treatment, God's hands are not tied. Truth is, destroyers cannot destroy God's work in us as we learn to trust God more. Peter said this well in 1 Peter chapter 4, verse 12. I love this little verse. He says, do not be surprised at the fiery trials that come at you and want to test you as though something strange were happening to you. Love that. It's not, don't consider it strange whenever you encounter something that's difficult, a trial, a dream destroyer, someone who attacks you. Don't be surprised by that, because that's the kind of world we live in. I love something that Mark Twain said about destroyers. He said, keep away from people who try to belittle your ambitions. Small people always do that, but the really great make you feel like you too can become great. You see, part of what we can make a choice to do in the midst of the tests of life is to be the kind of person that fans the flame of passion in others, that believes in others, that inspires others to dream. People that are great dreamers don't hold their dreams up as the only person who can occupy a preferred view of the future. They literally recruit others to go along, recruit others to have greater faith, fan in others the flame of God's Spirit, encourage others, stimulate others, spur others on toward love and good deeds. So you and I have a chance to recognize that even in the midst of difficulties, the posture we take as dreamers, as those trusting and leaning into God through the difficulties of life, is that it is ours to stimulate this same energy in the lives of others. James chapter 1 verse 13 says, blessed is the one who perseveres under trials or difficulties, because having stood the test, in other words, having gone through the challenge, they will receive the crown of life because of their love for God. Whenever we love God, we see difficulty as something that God will bring us through. That idea of receiving the crown of life, the Message version gives us a bit of aid and clarity that this crown of life is not something we're going to receive in a life after the life we have here, but is actually the life we have here. That our life becomes more robust, more filled with a deep, abiding trust in God when we pass the test, when we go through a fiery challenge, when we go through a difficulty. We receive that crown of life that God's promised to those who love Him. See, you and I, the love Him part is ours. And then the anticipation, not only in the life He wants to give us, but the joy He'll bring us to as we endure and go through and pass the tests of life. The truth is, if you've got someone in your life trying to destroy your dream, it's just a test. You can pass this test. You can show that you trust God's word more than the words of others. You can show that you pass the test, that you lean into Jesus with His grace, His mercy, and forgiveness, rather than lash out at others who want to rob you of your vision of the future, your dreams of what God can do. So for you and I, our challenge is to lean in, to let God refine us by the dream he's given us, rather than be defined by those who want to steal the dream from us. I'll see you tomorrow.